Thank you to all my listeners out there. Welcome back to I'ma Say It, another episode. I'm so excited to be with you guys tonight. I'm so excited, and I don't even have the words to describe it. Because right now, it is bank or bust for Lamar Jackson. That's right, it is bank or bust for Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, this message is for you, homie. Sir, Mr. Agent, Mr. Jackson, Mr. Quarterback, Mr. Doing it all with his legs. Sir, you are in a position of power, and you need to say thank you, thank you to Deshaun Watson. Oh boy, oh boy. Why Deshaun Watson, you ask? Let me tell you what Deshaun Watson did. Deshaun Watson got paid 230 million guaranteed and played like boo boo. He played like trash. He played like a high school quarterback. The first game that he came back and he won was all the defense. It was all the defense. He did not look good when he came back after serving an 11 game suspension or 9 game suspension, however long it was. I think it was 11. He needed to come out and play lights out, and he did not do that. Browns had a chance to make it to the playoffs when Deshaun Watson took over. Let's keep that in mind. They won out there a shoe in. Did you look at the rest of the AFC? So Lamar Jackson, I hope you are shooting for the moon, Jack. If not, for one day, let me be your agent. Whatever your number you're thinking, hand to God. I will go get you more. Just give me like, I don't know, 5%, 10%. Whatever you feel is fair. I ain't actually gonna charge you. Just whatever you think is fair. But I'll go get you more, I promise you. NFL, you're in trouble. NFL, you are in trouble. Because of what Deshaun Watson played like. $230 million guaranteed is a lot of money. Deshaun Watson don't have an MVP. Deshaun Watson doesn't have a Super Bowl. What does Deshaun Watson have? A really good college career. So, Lamar Jackson, you are in such a place of power. You have an MVP. You haven't won a Super Bowl. You haven't done anything truly spectacular than wow us with your legs. Your arm needs some work. If you can work on your arm, I think you could be a Super Bowl contender. Right now, I honestly truly don't believe right now, as a player, you're a Super Bowl contender, but I think you should get paid like one, and I can tell you how. NFL, you're going to have to contact me directly in order for me to save you from trouble. The trouble that you're in with this ship. Thanks to Deshaun Watson. Because now all quarterbacks everywhere are about to get paid. Baker Mayfield won more games than Deshaun Watson. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like I've seen Baker Mayfield in more games than I've seen Deshaun Watson. I actually have to stat check that, but Texas ruined Deshaun Watson. And thanks to it, quarterbacks everywhere are about to get paid. Well, what do you think's going to happen to receivers? Running backs. It's going to get real hard to win championships with just one player. And Lamar Jackson, you're a stud, dude. Really, I know I said that you're not a Super Bowl contender, and I don't think that you can't work to get there. I think you can work to get there. But when you got guys like Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, I'm not sold on Josh Allen. I'm not sold on Justin Herbert. I know everybody's like, how? Yeah, they have spectacular arms. They got good arms. That's not all you should be looking at a quarterback. His 40 is nice. That's not all you should be looking at. You have to think outside the box sometimes. I seen bad coaching decisions all over this league this week. All over the league this week. Minnesota saying they're going to stick with Kirk Cousins. If you look at Kirk Cousins' stats on paper, they're not bad. They're not bad. Completes 65% of his passes. That's not bad. It's over 50%. You'd like to see more. I didn't look at how many passes are over 20 yards, but I watch him throw the ball deep a lot. Kirk Cousins has a nice arm, but he only threw 29 touchdowns, had 14 interceptions. Now, 29 touchdowns when you got a guy like Justin Jefferson, I don't care what anybody say. KJ Osborne has turned into be quite the dude. Adam Thielen is a monster and has been, and kind of was Cooper Cup before Cooper Cup. He was that dude that would go get it, catch those passes with guys all around him, guys all in his arms. And you mean to tell me 8-8 Kirk Cousins, 8-8 Andy Dalton? We're still sold on these guys? Are we not watching the same football game? Are you telling me after however long in the league they've been in this league, they haven't gotten to that next step? Look, I'm not saying the Giants aren't tough. And Coach Daboll's done a good job, and I've said it before. I like him. And they're in the East, so I like to. I always go for my conference, Big 12, uh, NFC East. I root for them guys when they're not playing my Dallas Cowboys. And man, you're gonna have to go through the East, and the Giants put up a good fight. I'm not 100% sold on Daniel Jones, but he's playing out of his mind right now. You lost to them in the first round, and your record says that you should have beat them. Your receiving core says you should have beat them. On paper, you should have smacked the piss out of them. And you got beat in the first round, and you were division. You led your conference. You led the NFC North. Shame on you. And then to say, "Oh, we're sticking with Kirk Cousins." Has he really been that quiet that he's under the radar that much that we're watching two different games? I like the guy. I think he does have good arm talent, but he ain't won nothing by now. It's time for him to start coaching somewhere. He got left for the game. I get it. But to deny the rest of your team a championship because you're not going to go look for the next quarterback, you better draft one. I'm telling you right now. You better go draft you a quarterback. 29 touchdowns to 14 interceptions when you got Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, and KJ Osborne, and whoever else back. And that defense they're no bums. That defense played lights out this year. That was good. That was a good looking defense. It wasn't the greatest defense, but they got some players. I'm not taking them over the Dallas defense. I'm not taking them over the Niner defense. I'm not taking them over a lot of defenses, but I mean, they're not bad. And thanks to Deshaun Watson, what's he about to get paid? What's Kirk Cousins about to get paid? Lamar Jackson, Kirk Cousins. Lamar Jackson, I'm gonna keep backing up to this. Lamar, I hope you're for real listening to me. Like, you have done a great job being your own agent. I'm in college. I'm up and coming. The money you're thinking, anything I get over it. Come on, man. Let me go get it. I'll negotiate for a living, homie. I promise. I've been in the car business for a long time. Like, that's just the champion in me. That's the champion in me talking. I know I can go get it. I got stats and film to prove it. I want to touch back on that Lamar thing. I know I keep saying it right now, but Tyler Huntley did a good job. But there was a play where, man, I think it was Hubbard chased him across the way, went across the field and tackled him. And Lamar Jackson would have got out of that. That's a first down, and Cincinnati goes home. And I believe Lamar Jackson would have done that. That excuse me, that Ravens receiving core was beat up. I like Devin Duvernay. He came out of Texas, and that's not why I like him. That's how I discovered him. Why I like him is if you go back and you watch the film on that kid, excuse me, that man, uh, he on third down, oh, he was the guy. Like you need a man to throw to, like he was the dude. He was the man. He was for sure a for sure fire for Sam Mellinger. Catch it with defenders all around him. Liked him. Uh, I watched him plays this year. He didn't look as good as he did in college. I understand the game's different. It changes. It evolves. You grow up. So I don't get to see everything that he does. So maybe the Ravens see something that I don't. But I'd be trying to get him the ball a little bit more. Try to get him involved early. Get him fired up. And the other guys they've got around him when they're healthy, they're pretty good too. So I'm not saying change his number on the depth chart. I'm just saying try to get him involved more. I think y'all are missing it with him. But man, Lamar Jackson, I hope you run wild on that contract. I hope you shoot for the moon, Jack. Shoot for the moon, Jack. And NFL on for real. You want to learn how to stop this? You can give me a call. I'ma say it pod at gmail.com. I'm also on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. It's not hard to look me up. I saw that the Cowboys were sticking with Brett Mahar this weekend, and I don't know how true that resource is that I saw it on. I just saw it one time on a Google feed, so I don't know if it was a hoax or not. I do know my girlfriend informed me that they did get a kicker on their practice squad. Uh, man, if I'm Dallas, honest to God, I'm calling Adam Vinatieri. Hey, bro, think you can kick a ball still? I don't need you to kick it far. No, no, no. We're in no man's land. We're going for it. I just need you to kick, eh, let's say 43 yards. I need you to kick a game-winning field goal. You think you still do that? You did it for Eli, or Eli. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Peyton. Oh man, homie, I'm so sorry. Uh, You did it for Peyton, but before that, you did it for Brady. You say you got one in from my homie Dak. Number 4, good job. Not turning the ball over. Mayhar missed 4 extra points in a row. Created a record. And it was crazy. Oh my goodness, it was so crazy this year. On paper, his stats were incredible. What happened last year? Every time he had to kick an extra point, every time he had to kick a field goal, I was scared and praying. And he always missed the one that mattered. Always missed the one that mattered. He scares me. Kellen Moore, you better change your game plan this week. Special teams, you better be working on punts and short field goals. Brett, you are kicking extra points. If you're my kicker, you're kicking extra points. But if I'm Jerry Jones, I'm getting. And Jerry Jones, this message is for you, man. Go get Adam Vinatieri. Sounds stupid, I know. I promise you, you don't need him much. If you're in no man's land and you're Dak Prescott, you're going for it on 4th down. Kellen Moore, you're creative enough, you're aggressive enough. Go be aggressive. Stop playing not to lose. Let's start playing to win, boys. Mayhar, I've tried to be a supporter of you. I like you. Uh, man, if I'm a coach, you're fired. Straight up. Not saying you can't make it. You made it this far. You have a little bit of money. You're not gonna be broke. Time to figure it out, bud. Sink or swim. Get the demons out. Whatever you need to do. Go to church. I'm a firm believer in God. That's how I got this far. Go to church. I don't know. Maybe you did something wrong. Figure it out. Whatever you did, it's playoff time. Now is not the time for you to be. You have one job. One job. And I'm really curious. I would like a coach's perspective on this. Why more coaches are not going and getting arena football kickers. I don't necessarily want the arena football goal to be the NFL football goal. Uh, the field post, whatever you want to call it. I think moving it back was cool. I thought that was a really good move by the NFL. I think if you're gonna fake it from that far, you've got a challenge. You guys are gonna really have to draw something up. So it really gets your creative juices flowing. Like what can I do to create a play this big in a special moment? And so I think really the reality there is awesome. But if they're that accurate and they're kicking ball, I don't know how far they're kicking the ball. I know the arena football field is shorter, but I'm not sure by how much. But if they're kicking, let's say 40, 50 yarders, let's say they're kicking 30, 40 yarders into that little bitty goal. What, like how is kicking it into a bigger one not? I don't understand. I don't understand the logic there. Like, why are we not going to look for them more? Uh, shit, I don't care. Juice them in the off season. Juice them in the actual season. Shit, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about steroids. I get so sick of hearing about steroids. Quit crying about steroids. I don't give a shit. Quit crying about it. It doesn't help you hit the ball. If, I know some guys aren't going to juice, and I didn't juice, and I'm not a believer in it. I know a lot of players that didn't juice that were really good players. I know Jeter didn't juice. He was a really good ball player. Cal Ripken, I don't think juiced. I mean, I can't say that for sure. But Barry Bonds, whether he juiced or not, he it's a lot of talent to hit that ball, man. Ball's coming fast. You can't just get up there and expect that you're gonna crack it every time. These guys fail 7% or 70% of the time. 7 out of 10 times these guys fail. They're successful if they bat 300. Y'all look at baseball wrong. This season, Mayhar, you did do well. You did do well. Up until this postseason, but 4 field goals. No matter how well you did, you're fired. Uh, I don't know if you're gonna be able to bounce back from that. Uh, you better be hitting 60 yarders and like in practice, like when like towards the end of the day, whenever they're watching you or whatever, or at the beginning of practice when they're coming out, you need to have already been warmed up and out there kicking it. Like you need to have done what you were supposed to practice for the day, and then be out there kicking it from 60 yards. Boom, boom. And you better be making it. You better be looking impressive. And then come game time, you better do it. This Cowboys team's special, and I haven't made my picks yet. I'm fixing to. I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. I know everybody's a little bit excited about that, but man. I'm feeling pumped about the playoffs. I love the playoff season. Basketball's in season. Everything's in season right now. I feel like everything but baseball. Baseball just ended. Baseball's coming up around next month, February. Catchers and pitchers. It's that time of year again. Woo, get pumped. Women's football's coming in season, coming in full stride. They start practicing this week. Pads come on in just a couple weeks. It's a great time for sports right now. I'm feeling pumped. I'm loving it. If you're not a sports fan, I feel sorry for you, really. I don't understand how you can't love sports or love a sport, or how you, like, even if you love to compete on who can make more balls than a trash can. That's still a competitive spirit. That's still a sport in a way. And I know it sounds dumb, but it's the willingness to compete. I like shows like I like debate shows because it's competing. It's competing with your words. UFC is competing with your fish. You want to fight? Go to the UFC. Nothing wrong with that. I want to fight. I want to make you feel stupid. I don't want to make you feel stupid. I want to make you really think about it, and I want you to fix. I want you to fix it. Vice versa. I want to learn from it. As iron sharpens iron, man sharpens man. I want to learn from it. I got 34 years of experience, homie. That's what I'm talking about. Hear a lot about Aaron Rodgers retiring, Tom Brady retiring. And I want to talk about Aaron Rodgers first. Aaron Rodgers is the two-time MVP. Aaron Rodgers, this goes out to you, man. If you're done with football and you don't want to play anymore and you just don't care, fine. He's a two-time MVP. He's Super Bowl champion. Deshaun Watson just got paid $230 million guaranteed. What is Aaron Rodgers worth? And to what team? What team's fixing to sell the house on Aaron Rodgers? Which team's fixing to gamble everything they own on Aaron Rodgers? Which team? What team? Take the house. You gotta take the house takes you. Aaron Rodgers is an athlete. I'm asking you if you're done, step down. The true athlete in me is asking you if you're done, step down. I don't want to see you bully the league. That's not fun for me to watch. I was a fan of yours. I was a big fan of yours. Uh, I remember watching that whole run, and at the beginning of the season, telling my friends that you were gonna win the Super Bowl, and everybody laughed at me. It was kind of funny because I ended up being right, and you had a very special team: Jordy Nelson, Greg Jennings, Donald Driver. Man, that team was special. I can't believe I just forgot the running back's name because I liked him too. Uh, the defense was good. It was fun watching you play because you were having fun with it. You got the arm strength. You're getting old. I get it. You want to go do something else away from football, man? Go do something else away from football. Shut football out of your life. Just man, quit holding the fans hostage. Hold the teams. I don't even like seeing you. I really don't like seeing you hold the NFL hostage. I don't. Uh, but you are that guy. You've been that guy. I think you can be that guy. I think ego's gotten in your way. Uh, so I think you need to go do whatever's going to be mentally healthy for you. Uh, I do believe in mental health. And Aaron Rodgers, you used to be on the top of your level. Back-to-back MVPs. Jesus, man. Teams are going to pay for that. Aaron Rodgers got a chance in the NFL. I don't care what anybody says. Devontae Adams didn't want to play with you anymore because he wasn't sure what you were going to do. That's coming from a really good receiver who, I mean, with him and that Watson and Dobbs, oh, and Lazard, you'd win a Super Bowl with that. Especially with that back, with who you got in the backfield, Aaron Jones and oh, I can't believe I just forgot his name, AJ Dillon. That's a good 1-2 combo. I like that 1-2 combo. I can't believe you didn't pull it off and didn't make it to the playoffs. The only reason I wanted you to miss it was hope you'd have a reality check, and maybe you'd start to love the game of football again, or maybe you'd walk away. So that's my words to you. Uh, your stat says it all. I think he'll be in the Hall of Fame. With these kids coming up, he should be first ballot, but maybe not. Uh, it's just going to depend on however that works. Now I want to get to my man Tom Brady, Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. As a dude that I listen to says, I like Tom. I didn't like him in New England. I didn't like New England. Deflategate and all that, all the cheating Belichick did. Uh, I felt like it tarnished Brady's record. I felt like Bill Belichick cheated and didn't deserve those. Kind of like I'm not gonna even talk about that. But actually, I will. I think that the Heisman Trophy should have got handed down to Vince Young. That's my opinion. I thought Vince Young outright should have won it. Good job to Reggie Bush. Great Wendy's commercial getting back, kind of taking a dig, kind of taking a shot at the Heisman. That's pretty funny. Bold move, but funny. Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. showed me in Week 17 that he still has it. Showed me he still has it. I had my last episode said is blame Mike Evans. I'm not kidding. Go back and watch it. Blame Mike Evans. Tom Brady had a lot of struggle off the field. If you don't think Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. can't play the game right now, y'all are freaking out of your mind. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it comes in flashes. He's getting old, man. He don't want to get hit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say it. Who wants to really get hit? Do you really want to get like? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I played tackle football because there was hitting involved, but the object of being a receiver was you don't get hit. That makes sense. Dude can ball. I wouldn't want to get hit either. Guys are big. They're coming fast. I'll stand in there and take it until my body says I can't take it no more. Tom Brady's taking a lot of shots. Because of Tom Brady, they damn near playing flag football. He's still better than 50% of the league. If they could have had any kind of run game, if their line could have stayed any kind of healthy, if their receivers could have caught any kind of passes, not fumbled the football, Chris Godwin had how many fumbles this year? I should have looked that number up. All y'all saying that Tom Brady can't do it, y'all are out of your mind. It's whether or not Tom Brady wants to do it. Tom Brady, I understand if you're broken right now. For real, I get it. You've done really well with your money. Uh, Made a bad choice on one thing that I know of. Did a really good job keeping the paparazzi and everything out of your life for the most part. Uh, all of us, all of us really, when it comes to these athletes and stuff, these people, these celebrities, really what we're saying is we want to get to know you, right? There's a lot of weirdos out in the world, right? Everyone wants to be in their own little bubble. That's cool too. I don't want to be in a bubble. I like people. I like being around people. I love the locker room. I love being in the locker room. I love the harassment we give each other. The camaraderie. Oh, it's so much fun. I love trying to bust each other's balls. Sports used to be about that. Competition used to be about that. But I don't doubt Tom Brady. I'm telling you right now, Mike Evans didn't drop that ball. We are talking about the Dallas Cowboys going home again. And the Dallas Cowboys played good. That defense, I think Tom was starting to figure that defense out. And the defense was getting hurt and getting depleted. I'm telling you right now, it was a good thing Tom Brady did not connect with Mike Evans. They just got an onside kick. Look at how many have been successful. Look at how many onside kicks have been successful in the league. And you gave Tom Brady that much time on the clock in the fourth quarter. And you saw what he did to the Eagles. You think Tom Brady can't become that madman Tom Brady? Do you not watch him pre-snap? Are we not watching the same games? Are you not seeing having to move receivers and put blockers? And not only move receivers and put blockers, but call out who's blitzing and stuff? He's not the one that should be calling this out. That's not even his job. He just does it. Better move. They get that run game going in Tampa Bay. And I don't see Tom Brady being in Tampa Bay. But he can play. So you doubters out there, you're out of your mind. His stats were terrible. That was a very broken Buccaneers team. And I don't know what the coaches were thinking with Julio Jones. Julio, I don't know if you were hurt, but why Julio Jones wasn't out there more? It better have been because of injury. And Julio, if you don't want to be out there no more, it's time for you to retire. Tom Brady, if you don't want to be out there anymore, it's time for you to go. But if y'all want to play this game, Julio, I don't know what your deal is. You need to get out on that field because you're better. You're better than most of the receivers out there. I don't know if y'all know this, but Julio Jones made Matt Ryan. Kind of like the Legion of Boom and Marshawn Lynch made Russell Wilson. Have y'all not been watching the same shit I've been watching? Thanks to this podcast, I now get to say it. We're gonna go with Kirk Cousins. We're gonna stay with Andy Dalton. What's the matter with you people? For real, what's the matter with you people? You need to watch the game in its entirety. I'll show you film. I saw a deal earlier on my Google thing, and so I don't know if this was a like a scam spam thing or if it was a real article, but it said Antonio Brown is done with the league. Uh, Man, if that's not the other way around, uh, I don't know. Uh, if Antonio Brown is done with the league, it should be the league is done with Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown, I hope you hear this. I'm definitely gonna tag you in it because you're a good player. You're a terrible person, and I don't mean that disrespectfully. What I mean by that is you have turned into this selfish monster. You fucked Tom Brady. You fucked the Buccaneers. You fucked the people that stuck their nose out for you. And I didn't have to fucking go to the tabloids to hear it. I saw it when you took the pads off. I see it in all these fucking. I googled your name today, and oh dear God, the shit that came up. I don't know what you're doing, homie, but I know you're better than this. I don't know if it's drugs. I don't know if it's alcohol. I don't know if it's you just midlife crisis. I don't know, something tragic happened in your life, and you just whatever the case may be. But A, B, dear God, what you need to do is you need to lay low. You need to get the fuck off social media for a while. And you know what's crazy? I'm on social media, and I'm telling you to get off of it for a minute. Just a couple days. Take a breather. Take about 5 years of your life. Go to a lower league. Prove that you can handle being a number two receiver for 5 years. I'm gonna scout you for 5 years. I'm hoping to bring you up in two. But you're really gonna have to show me that you really want it. And you're gonna be a number two receiver, and I don't want to hear a word about Antonio Brown the entire time you're a number two receiver. I want you to start putting others first one time in your life. And I'm not saying you have. Maybe that's it. Maybe you've been putting others first your entire life, and you're fed up, and you just feel like, oh, I want to do something for me, but you're going about it wrong. I know. I'm nobody to you. I don't give a shit. Get mad at me, cry, whatever you want to do. I'm telling you, athlete to athlete, homie to homie, get your shit together. You fuck Tom Brady, you owe him an apology. You owe the Buccaneers an apology. You owe the NFL an apology. You owe America an apology. You owe the people that put you on their fantasy team an apology. And I had you on my fantasy team, and that's neither here nor there. I still won. Don't give a shit. All I do is win, no matter what. Even when I lose, I win. I still learn. You ain't getting better, you're getting worse. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. The game's changing. The game's ever evolving. Time is moving forward. Come on, man. I'ma say it. You're acting like a child. Grow up. Get your shit together. You make too much money to be bullshitting like that. You need to start a charity. You need to start doing something with your life. I did see that Lamar Jackson. I saw another deal saying Lamar Jackson was gonna have a quote, quote unquote. He's gonna have opinions. He's gonna be able to say have decision making options in the offensive coordinator. Shit, if Deshaun Watson gets $230 million, you're gonna have to compensate him with something more than that. Man, you guys compensate him with so much more than that. I can't believe what the NBA and the NFL has been allowed to do, and even Major League Baseball. See, Major League Baseball is a little different though. There's not a salary cap. As much money as you got is as much, unless they changed it recently. As much money as last I knew is as much money as you got is as much money you can play with. And baseball's baseball's been around a long time. If I'm not mistaken, I think baseball's in the Olympics, or at least it was. Is football in there? Should be. Oh my God, how bad would we kill other countries in football, American football? Let's be clear. Byron Leftwich I heard was fired, or I saw was fired, and I don't think Tom Brady's gonna be in Tampa. I think Byron Leftwich is gonna be fine. Uh, Byron Leftwich deserves a head coaching job. I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care. I see something different in Byron Leftwich. I like Byron Leftwich. If Mike Tomlin and Coach Dungy could somehow create something like that, I feel like he's a great mix right in between the two. Uh, I really think that Byron Leftwich gets less credit than he deserves. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him not get a head coaching job. But even if he goes and becomes an OC somewhere, I know he's gonna be fine in the NFL. I like the guy though, really I do. I like Kellen Moore too. Uh, but I really like Byron Leftwich. I thought he did a good job with Tom Brady, and Tom Brady likes it. And let me tell you something. When you're Tom Brady and you're that man, like there's very few people up in your upper echelon. Okay, there's very people you're close to, and for Tom Brady to say, "Hey, Byron, man, we're good buddies." If you're good buddies with Tom Brady, you're good people. You know what I mean? At least in the sports world. You may not agree with the guy, you may not like the guy, but he's think about it. Obviously, Tom Brady sees something. A lot of people in the NFL are missing it, man. A lot of coaches are missing it. A lot of players are missing it. And if you're missing it, you're missing the playoffs, and you're missing the playoffs over and over, and you ain't been fired yet. Congratulations on being a salesman. I don't know what you're saying in there. Or maybe your owners are just getting too drunk. I don't know. Uh, I want to go to the NFL so bad. Boy, do I want to go to the NFL so bad. I want to show some people up. I want to show people I can do it. But it's not even that, man. I want to fix some shit. Really want to fix some shit with you players. I want to win. I want to chase 8. I think Tom Brady still can take. I think he still win another one. He goes to another team and does like he did in Tampa, where he builds a team around him. Uh, it's going to be a super team. But honestly, I think that's the way Tom Brady should go out. I think you should have to beat the GOAT with a super team. It'd be like winning a video game. It'd be like winning the boss level. I want to be that guy. I want to be that coach. I'll take the worst team in the NFL right now. Tom Brady, I hope you got one more year. I hope you got one more year in you, one more redemption year in you. So Jeff Saturday gets an interview coming up. He's got an interview coming up because he's the intern or interim head coach for the Colts. He's got an interview coming up, and I'm gonna tell you why I like Jeff Saturday. Let me tell you why I like Jeff Saturday. Jeff Saturday played in that organization and won a Super Bowl in that organization with a really good team that worked really well together. That team fought really hard together. That team had to overcome obstacles together. And I know the road to the Super Bowl is no easy task. Okay. Tony Dungy's a special coach. That's one of my favorite people to listen to. I love that I get to watch him on Sunday night. Because being in Oklahoma, I didn't get to watch. I got to watch the Colts games when Peyton Manning was on. They showed a lot of them. But Jeff Saturday, man, he knows the Colts organization inside and out because he's been in it, been through it. There was Reggie Wayne, I believe, is on the coaching staff, which was a really good receiver, by the way. In case y'all don't know who that is, if y'all don't know who that is, go look him up. Uh, Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison were beasts. Brandon Stokely was a beast. Brandon Stokely was a bad motherfucker. Reggie Wayne was a bad motherfucker. Marvin Harrison is the reason I even started liking the Colts. I discovered Peyton Manning through Marvin Harrison. Sorry. I started seeing his numbers. I was like, this is unbelievable. I think Jeff Saturday is a really good fit. I think there should be more Hispanic, more diverse head coaches in the league. I like Jeff Saturday where he's at because he knows the organization and the players trust him. He knows what it takes to win a Super Bowl. He's been there, he's done that as a player. Jeff Saturday, if you watch his demeanor, seems pretty kind-hearted, but he's always had men around him following him. He's always been a leader. He was always a leader in the locker room, so he can be a motivator. He can do all the things that you want a head coach to do, and he's young enough that, and he hasn't had any coaching experience, that he doesn't have any bad habits. Now, right now may not have any good habits, but he did win his first game, and I think that's important because you only get one first game. You only get one first game and one last game. All the other games in between are just games. Winning is important, but losing you learn from. Just Saturday belongs in the NFL. He's proved it. He's got a ring for it. I believe Jeff Saturday will be in the Hall of Fame if he's not already. No, he's not in the Hall of Fame already, I don't think. I think he's been out of the league long enough to be in the Hall of Fame. I had to look that up. Actually, I'll look that up right now. But anyway, Jeff Saturday belongs. He's proved that he's belong. And, no, he's not in the Hall of Fame yet. But he's proven that he's gonna be that he's his stat. Look at his statistics in the NFL. Football's changing. It's evolving. I believe Colin Kaepernick was 2 years before his time. The world's soft enough. The world's ready enough. There's a lot more kindness in this world. Believe it or not. This world's crazy and messed up. Sports makes it better. I'm gonna continue to encourage you players and athletes to really dig deep and figure out why you're playing. Uh, for everybody that's just doing what I'm doing and critiquing sports and talking about what's going on in the NFL, and I'm about to get to my draft picks, but or not my draft picks. I'm sorry, my predictions for this weekend. Uh, but really dig deep, figure out why you're playing. I know I've said it on almost every episode, but it really frustrates me when I'm where I'm at. But it's not out of jealousy. It's out of how much love I have for the game. Okay, continue to see good things on DeMar Hamlin. Congratulations, young man, on continuing to battle and your quick recovery. Glad to see that you've already visited the stadium and everything, and everybody's welcomed you back. Congratulations, young man. Saw your mural. I thought it was beautiful. So let's talk about this weekend. Let's talk about the playoffs. Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Let me tell you about the matchup I am most scared about. Is that Dallas San Fran. I think Dallas has had a good run, and I'm a supporter of my Dallas Cowboys, and so I'm gonna rock with them. I'm gonna continue to roll with my Dallas Cowboys, upsetting Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers. That's me as a fan. I'm rocking with my Cowboys. I'm nervous about this game. I think that we're gonna have to stop the run. They get Christian McCaffrey going early and Deebo Samuel going early. It's gonna be tough. I think that defense can. It's fast enough and good enough that they can get that they can get Brock Purdy off his spot, and that's what they're gonna have to do in order to beat the Niners. And then we have the Giants at Philly. G-Man, I'm rooting for you to beat them. And I think I had you beating them. Well, actually, my bracket's all the same. So my bracket's still valid. My bracket's still good. Go on the other episode if you want to hear my picks. I don't know why I didn't write my picks with me, but they're on there already. So my picks are where they're at. Uh, let's talk about the G-Man and Philly. I oh no, I messed up. I messed up what this week would be. So G-Man and Philly. Uh, Philly. I'm taking Philly in this one. I'm sorry. I thought I had the Giants playing the Niners. I had on this one. I'm taking the G-men to lose this one. I think Philly is dominant, and I'm just a fan for football, and really want to see this matchup of Dallas versus Philly in the NFC Championship. I'm going with my fandom here on what I really want to see. I think Dallas is beatable. I think Brock Purdy is a stud and has done well. If I'm the 49ers, I'm not looking back. Um, I'll keep Trey Lance as a backup. Jimmy Garoppolo, good luck finding a job somewhere else. Otherwise, invest your money in something good and go make you some more money somewhere else. Go build you a brand. Go do something special. Go do something else. Or just retire. Downsize a little bit. Move out somewhere quiet and just live a comfortable life with you and your wife and kids if you have any. Or if not, go find you a wife and get you some kids and do what you do, bud. But if I'm a GM, appreciate what you've done. You had a couple tries at it. I'm sorry you didn't make it. Would have loved to give you another try at it. Unfortunately, you just couldn't stay healthy. But here's where we part ways. I like Jimmy Garoppolo. I think he deserves a job, but uh, if nobody wants him, nobody wants him. But if I'm the Niners, I'm not moving off Brock Purdy. With the special season that he's had and everything that he's ever had to overcome and how young he is and how poised he's played, uh, it's not out of the realm of possibilities for him to come and beat the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys can be beat by the 49ers. It's going to come down to defense. And it's going to come down to stopping the run. Uh, so I don't expect this to be a very high-scoring game. I see this being like something crazy like maybe like 17-21 ish. Uh, the Niners uh, getting beat by the Cowboys. Giants getting beat by Philly. I'm not sold on Daniel Jones. Really not. He's done really well this year. He's looked a lot better this year than he has looked in the past. Still not 100% sold on him. He's going to show me one more year that he can do it at a high level, and then I'll believe in him. They've been on a special run. To see all three teams in the East still be here, that's really cool. So you still got to go through the East to make it to the Super Bowl, no matter how you look at it. And so that's really cool that we were the least of the East, and now we're the beast of the East. We'll go over to the AFC, Kansas City and Jacksonville. Mahomes goes down. Chiefs get beat. Mahomes goes down. I don't get to see the Cincinnati Kansas City rematch. Chiefs go down. Their season has been spectacular. Trevor Lawrence is a better quarterback than everybody thinks. And what was that kid's name off of Remember the Titans? Sunshine, not Sunshine. Was it Sunshine? Sunshine. California. Long hair. He yeah, that's what that looks like. That receiving core. I bragged on Christian Kirk and he's starting to lose it. But Zay Jones, Marvin Jones Jr., uh, they've really stepped up. They it was pretty lights out this postseason. The defense has stepped up and gotten a play when they needed one. That comeback 27-7. I hope they don't get down that far, but I believe that if you get them down, you're not gonna be able to keep them down. That defense in Kansas City can be scored on, and I'm gonna make a lot of people mad with this pick, but I'm going Trevor Lawrence over Patrick Mahomes. Sorry, kid. I think Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes are special. I think they're special together. I think they ran into Jacksonville at the wrong time. Now I'm gonna be honest and I'm gonna be brutal and I might make a lot of people mad with this pick. Mr. Hamlin, this is no offense to you, and I want you to know that I'm making this pick because your brothers did not fight for you. Cincinnati got screwed several times, and I understand Mr. Hamlin's incident was unprecedented. I don't agree with the way the NFL handled it. I wasn't there, wasn't in that business room. Don't care how that went. Cincinnati was up in that game. Let's remember that, folks. Cincinnati was winning in that game and was driving. Remember, T. Higgins, he was tackling T. Higgins. Check the spot on the ball. They were driving. Buffalo had a chance to come out and fight for their fallen brother, and they didn't do it. Cincinnati wins this game in a rematch. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't think it's close. I don't think it's close. Cincinnati, Jacksonville in the Final Four. Philly and Dallas in the Final Four. Youngin on Youngin. Joe Cool versus California. Hollywood. I think everybody slept on Trevor Lawrence. I've been saying it. I've been saying it since college. I liked his arm. I like Joe Burrow's a little better. I'm really excited about that matchup. I hope to see that matchup. Dallas and Philly. We finally get to see both starters out there. Let's see who's top dog of the East. Let's see who's top dog of the East. We can look at the stats. We can look on paper. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I really think that it's gonna be uh, in that. I mean, if you look at the Dallas 49ers game, Deebo Samuel's a great receiver. We got big hitters that move fast on the ball, so he's gonna have to break two tackles at a time. We're gonna get guys on him. We're a little banged up in our backfield and on defense. So there's opportunities there. We're just gonna have to keep Debo and Christian McCaffrey at bay. Uh, Brock Purdy. If they get that run game going, it's gonna open Brock Purdy up for the play action and everything else. Uh, so you're gonna have to keep Christian McCaffrey with low carries, or not low carries, but you're gonna have to make Brock Purdy. You got to make Brock Purdy have to beat you with his arm. In order to do that, you're gonna stop Christian McCaffrey from running. You know they like to run. Mostly too, like most time when I watch them, I see them run on most drives. They start with like two runs. First and 10, two runs. They're gonna run it until you can stop them. Then they go with the play action. Their whole playbook opens up. Shanahan does a great job. You're gonna have to beat that. You guys are gonna have to get in the field room. You're gonna have to watch their formations. You're gonna have to watch for play action. So I expect to see, but we can play man coverage, and our guys can. I may make Brock Purdy have to throw the ball. Mike Parsons is gonna have to make Brock Purdy get off his spot. They're gonna have to collapse the pocket. Uh, they're gonna have to get after him. Cincinnati and Dallas play in the Super Bowl. Those are my predictions for the rest of the year. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna say it after after this weekend for sure. We're gonna get talk about what happened this weekend. Talk about where I went right, where I went wrong, and hopefully I hear from some of these players. I'd like to hear from some of these players. I'd like to Lamar. I'm dead serious when I say, man, whatever you're thinking, I guarantee you I can go get you more, and I'll prove to you how. Uh, and I'm open up for business opportunities from almost anybody. Uh, so I'm gonna say it pod at gmail.com. Also, like me on Twitter, Instagram. Guys, I challenge everybody to go out there and win in life. For real, if you're not doing what you want to do, go out there and find what you want to do in life. Go out there and do it. I'm in school. I'm succeeding. I'm doing stuff with football. I'm doing stuff with a podcast. I'm doing what I want to do in life. I'm enjoying life. Guys, if you're not doing what you want to do in life, man, go find what it is you want to do and start doing it. Really, for sure, it will change your life. You'll feel better about yourself. Start working out once a week. Nothing big, nothing major. Start off with just 5 push-ups a week. Start yourself off with just something. Something. You got to start before you can do anything. You got to walk, you got to crawl before you can walk, you got to walk before you can run. It starts with something. So I encourage you guys to go out there and just go out there and win today. As you go throughout the rest of your day, just win in everything that you do. If you don't think you can, I promise you, you can. Just go out there and give it one more. I promise you got it. Uh, I'm going to say it. Hit me up. I'm going to say it pod at gmail.com. Twitter, Instagram. My name's Brandon. I'm on Facebook. Uh, Hit me up. Let's talk sports. Let's talk about it. And if you don't feel like a champion,